What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Going for Two. I am Keywan Humphreys. The Indiana Pacers are up 2-1 in the NBA Finals, y'all. Now, this is a series that maybe a lot of y'all too, had the Oklahoma City Thunder winning in no more than 5 games. No more than 5 games we had the Thunder winning. And then game one happened, and I was like, okay, this series is probably going more than 5, but it'll just be a game where the Pacers win a game after they go down in the series. No. The Pacers win game one, lose game two, and win game three. And this game looked way different than game one and two. Because game one, OKC's up the whole way. Haliburton hits a big shot at the end, steal the game one. Game two, OKC's up the whole way, and they finish the game out, winning the game by double digits. Game three was back and forth the whole way. And then it got to a point where at the end, the Pacers, in the fourth quarter, the Pacers make their push, and they end up having a double-digit lead late in this ball game. You know what I'm saying? And this was not a comfortable win for the Pacers, but it was a win that, they weren't biting their nails getting. You know what I'm saying? So many factors to me played a big part into this game. So many players played a big part into this win. Of course, we got Tyrese Haliburton with his 22 points, 11 assists, 9 rebound game. Pascal Siakam at 21 points. But to me, it was the bench, man. The second unit. These guys played so well in this game. And we know how it goes. We know how it goes in the playoffs. The role players play better at home. And that's exactly what happened tonight. The 3 guys, to me, that played a huge impact in this game: Benedict Mathurin, TJ McConnell, and Obi Toppin. Benedict Mathurin goes without saying, 27 points, playoff career high, 9 for 12 from the field. He played absolutely spectacular, and this is what they need. They need a guy that's going to be able to go out and go get a bucket without Haliburton directly orchestrating that. You know what I'm saying? We saw Nembhard do it in game one, but tonight it was Benedict Mathurin. Benedict Mathurin, this is a guy that averaged 16, 17 points throughout the regular season. This is a guy that's used to putting up really decent numbers in the scoring department for this team. His decision-making and his tunnel vision in the playoffs led to him eventually finding his way out of rotation. He didn't play too much in the last series, didn't play too much in the series against the Cleveland Cavaliers. So we didn't know how much, he was going to play against the Oklahoma City Thunder. But as I said, as we all know, the way OKC defends, they're not going to let Haliburton, he had a great game tonight, but they're not going to let Haliburton just dribble the ball a bunch of times and score and get a bunch of assists. No, the other guys are going to have to create their own shots. And that's what Benedict Mathurin did tonight. The second guy, TJ McConnell, he had 10 points. But his 10 points, his stat sheet impact is nowhere near the impact. If you didn't look at his stats, you would think he had a crazy game, because he had a bunch of those plays where it was just like, okay, this play switched the momentum. This play got the fans into it. This play changed the game. You know what I'm saying? He had a couple of those steals where it's like them steals that shouldn't have been steals, where he steals an inbound pass. You know what I'm saying? In the fourth quarter, there was a play. He had a nasty spin move, pump fake, lost the ball, missed the layup. Nembhard makes the shot off the offensive rebound, and then Caruso throws the ball in really fast, and McConnell just steals it. Steal layup. And he's going to the bench like this. I don't know what this is, but he's going to the bench like this. His 3 times doing that. It reminds me of how Jose Alvarado's Grand Theft Alvarado steals are. That's exactly how that felt tonight with TJ McConnell. He had 10 points, had a tough mid-range jumper to end the third quarter off. Like I said, he's the perfect backup point guard for this team because he's just the Energizer Bunny. You got Tyrese Haliburton, and then when he subs out, this guy comes in and he just keeps it going, keeps the energy going for everybody. Obi Toppin, 8 points, 6 rebounds, did not shoot the ball well at all from three-point range, didn't hit too many threes. I thought he would hit a lot more threes this game, shoot better this game, but he did his thing, rebounding the ball, scoring in the paint. He had a big-time putback late in the game, too. That was one of them plays that's like, oh, okay, this game might be over. A big putback slam over Lou Dort off of a missed three-point attempt. You know what I'm saying? Obi Toppin continuing to make a big impact in these conference finals. We got to talk about the man, Tyrese Haliburton. He received a lot of criticism last game about him being so passive. Him being so passive and not taking that many shots when the game is in reach. Tonight is what I want to see from Tyrese Haliburton, man. Like, you are a star in this league. You're a star in this league. And there's no reason why you should not be at least attempting. I know he's the traditional point guard, but I looked at numbers. Steve Nash, the most traditional point guard we've seen in a very, very long time. When his season was on the line back in 2006 against the Dallas Mavericks, or 2005 against Dallas Mavericks, he had 48 points in the game 5, 39 points in the game 6. So even the greatest floor generals, even the greatest pass first point guards know, okay, this is what my team needs. This is how I have to play. And that is what I saw from Tyrese Haliburton. They said the first three quarters he had 19 points tonight. The first 3 quarters of games 1 and 2, he had a combine of 12. You know what I'm saying? So that just shows me, like, and when Hallie's aggressive, it makes the whole team better. They play off of him. So if Hallie can keep this going, I don't see a reason why Indiana can't win the finals. And it's crazy that I'm saying that. Like, Indiana, this is a team, like, coming into the playoffs is okay. They're the 4th seed. They're not that good. They'll probably lose in the second round to Cleveland. Cool. They beat Cleveland. Okay, no way they beat the Knicks. They beat the Knicks. Now they got OKC. Okay, OKC in 5, OKC in 4. They still game 1. Oh, they got lucky. And then game 3, they come out and just win the game. You know what I'm saying? They come out and just win the game. Let's talk about the Thunder. Shai Gilgeous did not have a good performance. Only scored 24 points, 9 for 20 from the field. He didn't get to the line too much. He was not getting them OKC Chesapeake Arena calls. I guarantee that he was not getting them calls. He got to the free throw line this game way less than he has over the last 2 games. Chet Holmgren started out hot, had 15 points early in the game, and then kind of just tailed off. Shot very bad, 0 for 6 from downtown, 6 for 15 from the field. Like, once after the adrenaline from the hot start wore off, he was really, really bad to me. Jalen Williams had his first good NBA Finals game, poured in 26 points. He played well as well. Lou Dort hit a couple threes. Caruso had himself a good game. So with this game for OKC, I think it's just tough. To me, it's just tough for OKC because this isn't necessarily a game that you say we played horrible. It's just a game that the Pacers made the plays they needed to do to win the game. I think OKC missed a bunch of free throws too, and I don't have the exact numbers out here in front of me about the numbers of free throws they missed. But if they make all the free throws they miss, it may be a one possession game. It likely is a one possession game at the final score. But the pressure shifts back to them. The pressure shifts to OKC. OKC has to win game 4. You gotta win. If you win game 4, you're pretty much back in control of the series because you have home court advantage back. But if you lose game 4, you're down 3-1. And I don't care how good you are, how many games you won in the regular season. I don't care what the betting odds are. They were minus 700 to win this series. That is crazy. They were heavily favored to win this series, and they're down 2-1. If you lose game 4 and you go down 3-1, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. So I'm expecting to see OKC they're gonna look very hungry. They were in the same position in the second round against the Denver Nuggets. Ended up winning that series in 7 games. We just gotta see what happened. I love the defense of the Pacers tonight. The Pacers played Thunder type defense, swarming everything, paint touches. We're doubling on paint touches. They look like the Thunder tonight. That's how the Pacers look. You know what I'm saying? And the Thunder got a taste of their own medicine. They got a taste of the swarming defense that forced a bunch of turnovers. I think OKC had 17, 18 turnovers tonight. You know what I'm saying? The Pacers didn't even shoot the 3-ball well tonight either. They made plays to win the game. And they did it on the defensive end. Of course, there are a couple of stats that played a part into this game as well. The Pacers scored 116. Whenever they score 110 points, they have a really, really good record in the playoffs. 110 has been the magic number for the Pacers and both the Pacers and the Thunder. Both of them have really good records when they score 110 points. And tonight the Pacers held them to 107 and they scored 116. So I gotta see game 4. Game 4 is gonna be another very, very big game. I'm to be honest with you, I am just ecstatic. I am very ecstatic that the finals is going this way. Because I was afraid that the season was gonna be over fast. And it still may be because it may be Pacers in 5. You never know. But I was afraid there's going to be, OKC just runs these guys out the gym, and it's just over. But the way the Pacers have played through these first 3 games have just been awing. I'm in awe. I'm in true awe, man. But we're gonna see what happened in Game 4. Game 4 on Friday, so we don't got too long to wait. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share with y'all folks. Going for 2. We out of here. Yeah.